gang violence and other kind of violence.
Get away! I could be at work, at school, in my car, I can still get shot by the police. I can get shot anywhere.
So it is what it is.
I'm here on the corner of MLK and Frederick Douglass, where a shooting just took place. And as you can see, it's a pretty rough area. So I'm basically risking my life reporting on this madness. So make sure you do me a favor and hit the subscribe button. Like the video, hell, share the video. And make sure you go ahead and leave a comment down in the comment section to continue the discussion on how we can find solutions to all this son violence in the streets. I'm Janquavius Jackson, here live, reporting from Atlanta, Georgia, BGZM News 17.
At this Houston Heights apartment complex. Houston police say it's where 9-year-old Kylie Sorrells died after she was intentionally shot and killed by Jeremiah Jones, her mom Brittany Sorrell's ex-boyfriend.
So you got a 9-year-old girl killed by her mama's ex-boyfriend. For one, what are these sisters doing dealing with these types of men? And the reason why I'm saying that is because you're actually going to see the reason why I'm saying that. But this guy has an extensive rap sheet, the guy who did this. We're going to break this down in this video. But after seeing his resume, how could you allow this man to come in your life? Now, I'm not victim blaming. I'm not blaming the mother per se, but there definitely needs to be some accountability held on both sides. Now, obviously, this guy is a POS and he deserves the death penalty. He deserves public execution, all that, castration, whatever you want to think of, any type of form of torture. And that's what we kind of like, not even kind of, we got to start bringing back some draconian type repercussions, especially to these violent crimes. Now, if it's non-violent or whatnot, look, you know, whatever y'all doing right now, besides like the releasing them out, it's kind of working. Okay. Well, it was working before, but now they just letting everybody and their mama out with a bond. But let's just watch the rest of the video.
Police believe the motive appears to be revenge. They say Jones was upset about a recent breakup with Kylie's mother. He showed up at the apartment and confronted her as she watched a movie with her 3 daughters. The argument escalated. At one point, Jones even ripped a TV off the wall.
Wow. So obviously this guy's super violent. Couldn't let the cooter go. Okay, he couldn't let it go, man. And of course, these guys are the main ones who can't let it go because they've been in and out of jail. I don't understand how these sisters are, you know, dealing with these guys, why they're dealing with these guys. But hey, you know, the thugged out vibe, you cannot say that that is not their preference. All right. You can't say that it's not, because we got evidence upon evidence. I mean, it's time and time again. You see in situations like this, and she's lucky he didn't kill her too. But I mean, watching your child get shot in the face by your ex-boyfriend is, you know, the closest thing to dying that I can imagine.
Jones accused Sorrells of cheating. Police say he ultimately went back to the bedroom and shot Kylie in the head, execution style. Before leaving the apartment, investigators tell us he shot Brittany too in the shoulder. Dang. She was rushed to the hospital and is expected to survive. Tonight's arrest happening 18 miles from the murder scene off Imperial Valley Drive. That's where SWAT moved in to make the arrest at 6 this evening. He's now charged with capital murder and aggravated assault. Jones has a lengthy criminal record, and tonight,
of course,
we're learning he was out on 5 different bonds for 5 different offenses.
5 different bonds for 5 different offenses, and I guarantee that some of those offenses, if not all of them, were violent offenses. See, this is what people don't understand. These criminals are being released. These super gremlins are on demon time.
Released from jail just 2 weeks ago on June 1st.
For the life of me, I cannot fathom how this continues to happen.
And the reason why this continues to happen, which you guys will see later in the video, is the judge is a sister, y'all. She's a sister, and she's been watching institutional racism lock up black men for generation upon generation, and she's trying to make a change.
And this is just another example of another victim of the Harris County bond pandemic. In this particular instance, a 9-year-old girl paid the ultimate price.
Listen to what he said, the bond pandemic. The bond pandemic, okay? And this is happening all across the country, not just Harris County.
She lost her life.
Tonight, Kylie's mother on Instagram thanking law enforcement for making the arrest. She says her daughter loved playing basketball and making TikTok videos. The arrest.
Beautiful little girl. These dudes are the dirtiest, grimiest. I mean, this is past Pookie and Ray Ray, y'all. This is past Pookie and Ray Ray. This is some Dahmer type stuff.
Personal for Houston police. Kylie was also a member of the Police Activities League.
A man accused of killing a 9-year-old girl is still waiting to appear before a judge this morning. Jeremiah Jones was taken into custody overnight. ABC 13 reporter Jeff Ealing is live at the courthouse with new details revealed in court documents, and I know they were really on the hunt for this man. Jeff?
Yes, they were. He was taken in by SWAT at 6 o'clock overnight. Meanwhile, while we wait for 22-year-old Jeremiah Johnson to have his first appearance, we are learning more about what police say happened. Now, from court documents, we found out that Jones was out on bond when he allegedly murdered 9-year-old Kylie Sorrells. Court documents show her mother, Brittany Sorrells,
neck tattoos, demon time indicator.
Sorrells dated Jones for about 8 months, but had broken up a couple of months ago. Now, on the night of the shooting, Sorrells says her cousin, who was staying with her, had been walking in and out of her apartment, so the door was left unlocked. She claims that Jones came into the apartment when Sorrells was in bed with her daughter Kylie and 2 other children watching a movie. He came in, demanded his television. Then he says he wanted to see Sorrells' cell phone, accused her of dating another man. So she gave the phone to him, and then her 2 gunshots.
Who does this remind you of? Like, what case is this? This reminds us of the Trouble situation, where the boyfriend comes back, but instead of killing the man that she allegedly was cheating with, he decides to kill the woman's daughter.
Apparently, Jones shot Sorrells in the shoulder, and she ran into the room where her daughter was and found that the daughter had been shot and with a head wound, and Jones was then running out of the apartment.
Family is grieving right now. They're asking for privacy and prayers. Very difficult time.
As we mentioned, we do know that Jones was out on bond for a felony charge, and it is expected that once he does get in front of a judge, that original bond will be revoked. That we're told that Jones should be in front of a judge sometime tomorrow. Reporting live, Jeff Ealing, ABC 13, Eyewitness News.
All right, thank you so much.
Story, the shooting death of a 9-year-old girl. As we have reported, Kylie Jones and her mother were shot inside their Heights apartment Monday night.
That mother made outcries to police before the violent incident, but it
She called to the left.
wasn't enough. KPRC2's Taisha, the violent incident, but it wasn't enough. KPRC2's Taisha Walker has the very latest on this story and details about the help being made available for people dealing with domestic violence. Taisha?
Daniela, the Houston Area Women's Center says domestic violence calls to their hotline in their center are up. They also say the severity of those calls are growing more alarming. A second domestic violence advocacy group that I spoke with says because of that, women's shelters are reaching capacity, but there are still resources out there for people trying to leave an abusive situation. Jeremiah Jones is behind bars at the Harris County Jail. Houston police and SWAT teams arrested the 22-year-old Tuesday. Police say Jones, who has an extensive criminal record, shot his ex-girlfriend at her Heights apartment Monday night and fatally shot his ex's 9-year-old daughter execution style. Jones had been out of jail since January after posting bond on 3 charges.
So it's evading arrest on bond, terroristic threats to family and a household, and charges and bond violations stretch back to 2018. So this guy has been in trouble for a long time. Probably got an extensive juvie record as well. Obviously, that's not going to be shown here. But they seriously need to start revealing it, especially for people who continue to offend. Now, if you're, reformed and whatnot, and you get in a little trouble or what, I don't think that they should show it like that. But I mean, if you just out here wilding, it definitely becomes something that the people need to know about, and it needs to be public record, and it needs to be uncovered, because maybe Shorty could have done a background check on this dude before she even, dealt with him. Now, would she have done that? Most likely not. She probably loved the way he was thugged out. She loved the tattoos and shit like that. Like, she loved like him sagging the pants and doing all the, the gangster stuff. She probably liked that toxic stuff. No, I'm not trying to victim blame, but a lot of these women out here love these toxic relationships. And ooh, my man toxic, like da. He loved me, like he'll go this far. He said he was gonna kill me. Ooh, that joint's sexy. Like, no, it's dangerous. And I don't even utter things out of my mouth. Like I don't say, there's like, when you're in relationships, like, people, a lot of girls tend to say, oh, I hate you, when in all actuality, it means that they like you. But they'll be like, oh my God, I hate you so much, like laughing and all this kind of stuff. I never say anything like that, because I know how powerful these words are. Like, I don't say things. I just don't say things like that. You know what I mean? Because I don't even want to have that type of mentality. Okay. I'm not going to mince my words. I'm going to say what I mean and mean what I say. And obviously, when he was making those terroristic threats, he meant what he said.
Including terroristic threat of a family member and violating a protective order filed by a different ex. Jones's most recent ex did not have a protective order out against.
So he had a protective order from a previous ex. Sisters, if y'all are not doing background checks on these super gremlins on demon time, you are going to end up suffering the fate. Like, I do background checks on the women that I date, and you know what I mean? Like, I'm not even dating like high risk, quote unquote, women. Okay. But this guy, man, I mean, I don't know what y'all doing. The sisters, I mean, you making money, you strong and independent, put 20, 30 down on a background check for these dudes that you involving yourself with, please.
Against him, but did call Houston police 3 times this month for help, twice for a disturbance and once for Jones making a threat.
However, that is just a piece of paper, and it's not bulletproof.
Amy Smith is with Harris County's Domestic Violence Coordinating Council. She says domestic violence survivors are most at risk when they're planning to leave an abusive relationship.
One last time, they can get control of that person, and it's by either killing them, killing their loved one.
Smith and Chow Wen with the Houston Area Women's Center both suggest safety plans, which are specific to each individual, including for survivors who may already have a protective order.
Maybe when you've got a protective order, you change your path to your business. You've changed your workplace. You've changed your path to a new phone number.
The Harris County District Attorney's Office Domestic Violence Division also offers safety guidance on how to identify patterns of violence.
And this is what I will say, man. You are not if the super gremlin wants you, unless you move like location for real, to where he can't afford it, because let's keep it a buck. This guy was busted, disgusted, and broke. All right. I mean, but he was able to post some bonds now, so he might have had some street money. But those are L's, bro. Like, when you have to post bond, that's a L. Like, that's a hit in your pockets. So obviously he doesn't really have a high value for money, and other people could have been posting those bonds for him. You never know. But changing your route, changing this normal thing that you do every day, and then switching it up, it's not going to keep these super gremlins from demon time.
And what items to take should you leave? Those domestic violence experts suggest contacting the National Domestic Violence Hotline should you need to get out of your situation. And then they can filter you to a center that is close to your neighborhood. And then that center can help you go over a safety plan that is best for you and your family. We'll be sure to include those resources on the story on clicktohouston.com. For now, reporting live, Taisha Walker, KPRC 2 News.
And tonight, a man is charged and behind bars, accused of killing a 9-year-old girl inside her mother's apartment. The suspected gunman taken into custody by HPD SWAT and tactical team late this afternoon.
ABC 13 Shelley Childers live from police headquarters to break down everything that's happened in this case, Shelley.
Yo, Shorty got them Dobby ears. You know, Lord of the Rings or Dobby, however you pronounce it. Shorty ears is, I mean, she ain't missing a beat. She probably don't even need a damn listening device.
Gina and Eric, it was just earlier today where HPD Police Chief Troy Finner promised no stone would go unturned in the hunt for this accused killer. And just hours later, Jeremiah Jones was found and arrested. Jeremiah Jones now behind bars tonight, charged in the murder of 9-year-old Kylie Sorrells. Investigators say it happened inside this Heights area apartment where Kylie lived with her mother. Jones is accused of shooting Kylie's mother, his ex-girlfriend, and killing the little girl Monday night. The 22-year-old, who has an extensive criminal history, was on the run for less than 24 hours. The police chief even warning him to surrender.
The best thing is to do is turn yourself in, because there is no stone that you can hide up under right now. And I can promise you that.
Hours later, he was arrested, police say, in a parking lot near Decaney High School in North Harris County. During a visit to the family's home today, the chief wrought with anger for the senseless killing of an innocent child.
I'm just sick and tired of this.
Asking for prayers for Kylie's family.
Pray for this family. This is a dear family that lost a kid.
The 9-year-old was part of the Greater Houston Police Activities League. Her family sharing this video of the young child taken by gun violence. Houston police say they will provide another update regarding Jones's arrest by SWAT and tactical team officers on Wednesday. Shelley Childers, ABC 13 Eyewitness News.
I'm here on the corner of MLK and Medgar Evers, and it's a very tranquil scene compared to just a couple hours ago where a drive-by shooting
just took place. Excuse me, I'm getting live updates as we speak. I've just been updated to the amount of casualties from this drive-by shooting, and I'm getting reports that 2 people were actually declared deceased and 27 others were shot and injured but are in stable condition. And although we must pray for the families of the fallen, we must also praise God for the aim of the super gremlin. If you want to know more about the victims of this crime, make sure you add BGZM News 17 on Patreon at www.patreon.com/blackgenzmindset. Also, don't forget to like the video, share the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, and comment on the video to continue the discussion on how we can find solutions to all this gun violence in the streets. For more hard-hitting news coverage from the community, by the community, I'm Jinquavius Jackson, here live, reporting from Atlanta, Georgia, BGZM News 17.
And cut.
All right, dogs. Let's get the out of here before these niggas come back.
Whoa. Yo, ain't that nigga J?
Nah, that ain't me. That ain't me.
He just went live.
That ain't
with
me.
Funky ass that's that nigga.
That's not me.
Hey, get that nigga.
Just wait, Jackson, here live, reporting from Atlanta, Georgia. Pray for me.
In the past 36 hours, at least 4 children have been shot in our area, 2 of them deadly.
Just heart-wrenching. Can't even describe it any other way. The latest, a 9-year-old girl who may have been a victim of a domestic dispute. Fox 26's Nate Griffin is live in the Houston Heights with more. Nate, what have you learned on this one?
Well, Melissa and Jose, good morning to you. Very sad story here. First of all, we just found out that the suspect, 22-year-old Jeremiah Jones, is going to be charged with capital murder. This is what we just found out. Authorities are actually seeking an arrest warrant for his capture as we speak. That is what we know. Let me unpack this story for you. Once again, very, very tragic. Happened around 10:30 last night here on Oxford Street off I-10, which is near the Heights. A mother and her 3 children, approximate ages 1, 3, and 9, were watching television in their apartment when a former boyfriend who was not happy about the previous breakup with the mom shows up and makes entry into that apartment. They didn't have any children together, nor had they been married. Now, according to authorities, the mother, who lives with a cousin, was warned by that cousin. The suspect was at the apartment complex, but it was just a little too late. The unthinkable took place once Jones made entry.
The family got separated. The suspect here executed a 9-year-old little girl in the apartment with a handgun. He then went after the mother, and she was shot also. However, she did survive the injuries, and she's at the hospital now, and I have interviewed her. But we do have a person of interest we're looking for. Of course, he's no longer here. We're looking for a man by the name of Jeremiah Jones.
And once again, Jeremiah Jones is going to be charged with capital murder. Officer Cass did give us a description and type of car that he's driving. Suspect is a black male out on bond for other crimes with guns.
I'm surprised they actually gave up not only his identity, because a lot of times they like to keep that in the tuck, but his description as well.
6 feet tall, roughly 200 pounds.
A complete description.
Was wearing a black t-shirt and blue jeans and slides, driving a black 2009
slides. What did I tell you about these super gremlins sliding in slides?
Chevrolet Camaro. That's a black 2019 Chevrolet Camaro, tag number RTY 0500. So that's the information that we have on the suspect at this time, and he's going to be charged with capital murder. Of course, we'll continue to follow up, guys. We're live here in the Heights area. Nate Griffin, Fox 26 Morning News.
She called.
9-year-old girl who was shot and killed Monday night. The girl's mom was also shot but survived.
Fox 26's Dominique Keith joining us live from downtown Houston, where the mom's ex-boyfriend is now in jail, charged with Kylie's murder.
Yeah, and Kylie's grandmother is speaking out for the first time, even as more details about that tragic night are now being released.
It's just a hurtful process at this time, and we're devastated.
In fact, Tracy Sorrell says her heart is broken after her daughter Brittany was shot in the shoulder and survived, and her granddaughter Kylie was shot in the head.
I ain't gonna lie, that doesn't appear like a broken woman. She doesn't give off the demeanor that she's broken. Maybe it hasn't set in, or maybe she's, good at handling traumatic events, but I mean, she over here fixing her hair, trying to look cute. I mean, I guess that's her way of coping.
Daughter Brittany was shot in the shoulder and survived, and her granddaughter Kylie was shot in the head and killed.
It's a nightmare. Not sleeping, not eating.
The beautiful 9-year-old, as you can see here, loved basketball and goofing off. Brittany was watching a movie with her 3 children Monday night just before 10, and according to court records, her apartment door was unlocked for her cousin who lives with her. That's when she says her ex-boyfriend, Jeremiah Jones, came in.
Dang, so she left the door unlocked for Cuzzo. Where was Cuzzo at, man?
Demanded his television, ripped it from the wall, and placed it near the front door. Court documents say Brittany.
And he probably felt ownership because he bought the TV or whatnot. It's crazy. Like, he thought he owned the woman just because he bought the TV.
He handed over her cell phone after he ordered her to, and, quote, he immediately walked back to the bedroom where Kylie was. Brittany heard 2 gunshots, saw Jones exit the bedroom. He shot her, then left the apartment. Before Jones was captured by HPD SWAT officers Tuesday evening, he told me he didn't do it.
Because I was at a gas station on camera minutes before they say, within probably like 15 to 20 minutes before they.
Wow, no remorse. Deny. These super gremlins are, you know, pathological liars. Oh man, it's almost compulsory. And why would Sister Damali even let him come up and speak? He just shot a 9-year-old girl and you're interviewing him, like giving him the time of day. It's insane.
They even said that this happened.
Brittany's mom says her daughter is 100% sure it was him.
She was looking at him, you know, I mean, they were talking and he got upset and, you know, couldn't say no for an answer.
Jones, who was out on bond for several felony charges, dated Sorrells for 8 months and they broke up 2 months ago. Her mom says Brittany secured a restraining order because she says Jones was constantly threatening her daughter. And according to court records, Jones went to Brittany's apartment just last week with a gun and threatened to kill her.
Threatening a woman's daughter.
This grieving grandmother says she plans to fight for a law to be put into place in her granddaughter's honor that would make the punishment for repeated threats carry the same weight as if they actually carried it out.
She reported the threats.
You're saying if there was a law in place that would crack down on even threats, her daughter would have been saved. Your granddaughter would have been saved.
Exactly.
Now, Jeremiah Jones is being held in jail without bond. When he appears in court on Tuesday, prosecutors are expected to ask a judge to keep it that way. Coming up in the 6 o'clock hour, we'll hear from a community activist who also spoke with Jeremiah Jones and who went to check out what he says will prove his innocence. Reporting live in downtown Houston, I'm Damalie Keith, Fox 26 News.
And we begin with the Fox 26 exclusive. We're learning that a man who's wanted for allegedly shooting his ex-girlfriend and killing her 9-year-old daughter is claiming that he didn't do it.
And Fox,
he ain't do it. He innocent. Free bruh. And y'all fall for it every damn time.
26's Damalie Keith spoke with him today. She joins us live from Northwest Houston at the apartment complex where the little girl was killed. Damalie.
Yeah, the 9-year-old little girl was a member of HPD's PAL program, Police Activities League, and she was gunned down here inside her own apartment. The man who's now charged with her murder says he is innocent. Jeremiah, let me ask you, did you shoot your ex and her 9-year-old daughter?
No, ma'am.
As a manhunt is underway for 22-year-old Jeremiah Jones, he spoke with me on Zoom, telling me he wasn't there at his ex-girlfriend's apartment and saying he did not do it.
But how is he in the car? How is he in his car doing this interview? This is crazy. This is crazy. Did they know where he was at? Did they get in contact with him before he was arrested? I mean, come on.
But why would his ex-girlfriend tell police he's the one who opened fire on her and her daughter?
Honestly, ma'am, I really don't know. I'm just trying to get all of this resolved. I'm trying to, because I was at a gas station on camera minutes before they say, within probably like 15 to 20 minutes before they even said that this happened.
So listen to what he said. He said he was at the gas station 15 to 20 minutes before this happened. So you left the gas station and then you killed this 9-year-old girl. I mean, look at his criminal history. Look at his track record. Known for making threats, threatening a 9-year-old girl, according to the girlfriend. Restraining order from his last girl, or a protective order. So this guy is unhinged.
Houston police say it was just before 10 p.m. Monday when Jones's ex-girlfriend says he burst into her Northwest Houston apartment.
There was a short struggle and the kids stayed in the bedroom and she was out in the living room. And before she was even shot, he went directly to the bedroom and for the most part, executed this 9-year-old girl.
Wow.
Jones's ex-girlfriend ended up shot in the shoulder and was rushed to the hospital where she's expected to survive. Her 9-year-old daughter was shot and killed. Houston Police Chief Troy Finner says, quote, "This senseless act of domestic violence hits home for me and the HPD family. That sweet child was a member of our Police Activities League program."
It just makes me really sad just knowing that, you know, the little girl didn't make it.
People are just shooting people now, and
people are just shooting people.
It's okay, and I'm not okay with that. It's heartbreaking to hear. I'm devastated.
Meanwhile, Jones, who is out of jail on bond for several charges, says he and his attorney are in the process of retrieving store surveillance video that he says will prove he was about 20 miles away from his ex-girlfriend's apartment when she and her daughter were shot. He says he's going to turn himself in.
I have no reason to hide. I'm going to turn myself in. I just want my lawyer to get all the proper documents for me.
Now, Houston police investigators say they are pulling surveillance video of their own from here at the apartment complex, and they believe it will show that Jones was here at the complex. Now, 2 other children were also home during the shooting. They were not injured. They're now with family members. Houston Police Chief Troy Finner is also urging Jeremiah Jones to turn himself in. Reporting live in Northwest Houston, I'm Damalee Keith, Fox 26 News.
I got into an argument with her over a cake.
While Jeremiah Jones claims to Fox 26 he's innocent, he's got quite the rap sheet at just 22 years old.
When he's 18 years old in 2018, you've got a page worth of criminal offenses in Harris County.
The criminal justice system gave Jones break after break, but that didn't stop him from
Of course they did.
racking up new criminal charges while out on bond. He was even out on bond in Fort Bend County.
5 days ago, he pled guilty to felony theft and was sentenced to 172 days. And then I see time served.
Felony theft and only sentenced to 172 days. It's not even 6 months. This is getting out of hand.
Get this. The Fort Bend County DA's office tells us Jones served his 172 days while being in and out of the Harris County Jail and Fort Bend County Jail for bond violations. Instead of revoking his bond for felon in possession of a weapon, 338th Criminal District Court Judge Ramona Franklin.
There she goes. The woman with blood on her hands. She could have kept him in there. She could have revoked his bond. And we talk about protect black women, but these judges, these soft on crime judges, these DAs like Kim Fox, okay, even mayors like Lightfoot and London Breed down there or out there in San Francisco, you know, even brothers, Jason Williams, okay, down there in New Orleans. These people are not doing their job. So we talk about protecting black women, but you have a black woman allowing this super gremlin on Demon Time to just post a bail to get out off of multiple charges, violating his parole, violating the terms of his bond. And she doesn't care. She says, hey, give him another chance. He's disenfranchised and all the other buzzwords that they like to use. No, these dudes need to be locked the hell up.
Just raised the bond amount higher. Jones bonded out yet again on June 1st.
He's actually out on now 3 felony bonds because he's out on the burglary again. He's out on the felon in possession of a weapon, a gun again. Now he's out on another felony, evading arrest.
On Monday, police say Jones shot his ex-girlfriend and then shot and killed her 9-year-old daughter in the Heights.
Before she was even shot, he went directly to the bedroom and, for the most part, executed this 9-year-old girl.
We asked Jones if he's innocent. Why did his ex-girlfriend say he shot the little girl?
Honestly, ma'am, I really don't know. I'm just trying to get all of this resolved. Because I was at a gas station on camera minutes before they say, probably like 15 to 20 minutes before they even said that this happened.
gang violence or no other kind of violence.
So it is what it is.
What's good, YouTube? It's the Black Gen Z Mindset. Make sure you go ahead and like, comment, share, subscribe. Let's get into the video. All right, guys. So going through a lot right now. This YouTube channel that I have here, Black Gen Z Mindset, man, man, I'm going through a lot right now in my YouTube studio, dealing with multiple copyright strikes. When all of my videos have been fair use, I always give commentary. I put the fair use disclaimer in the front all the time. But now my channel is at risk for being terminated. So I don't know what's going to happen in the future. I've tried to dispute these copyright strikes. I've got one from Fox and then one from this other company. I forgot, like Vlodder or something. I've tried to reach out, ask them to remove the strikes. So we'll see what happens. But they definitely are coming from my head top. That's why I want you guys to go check out BGZM News 17. All right, this is my backup channel if all else fails. And we are actually live streaming from BGZM News 17. But if all else fails, then this is where I will start uploading again. I want to keep it going, and I may not even monetize this channel right here, BGZM. But who knows? It just depends. But it's crazy, you know, overcoming these hurdles. Just when I get monetized on YouTube, they come from my neck. But if you guys are interested in more stories like this, make sure you go check out my Odyssey channel as well. Link in the description. Also, do the Patreon. And if you would be so kind, support the stream by buying a t-shirt, okay? We do have the t-shirts in BGZM News 17. I had people asking if the logo was embroidery. No, it's not embroidery. It's printed on, but it's good print, very vibrant colors. So I can't wait to see you guys in the BGZM News 17 t-shirts with the logo. But I got a lot of stories today, guys. And honestly, I'm just gonna like rapid fire. I'm gonna rapid fire these stories because you know, I don't know how long I'm gonna be here. I really don't on YouTube, you know. And it's messed up. It's sad, but it is what it is. You know, it ain't my platform, so I can't really do much about it. Ow, dang. My nail just got caught in the seat. Ooh, that joint hurt. But anyways, I'm actually going to start off by reading something that Gunna put on I'm gonna show you guys something that Gunna put on a on social media. And you have these people out here saying free YSL, advocating for YSL. And if you guys did not see how I broke down the indictment, if you guys did not see how I broke down the indictment, then make sure you go check that out. I read the whole indictment. It was about 84 pages where Gunna and Young Thug were implicated in a multitude of crimes. So let's get into it. Atlanta rapper Gunna posted on social media maintaining his innocence. All right. So let's get into it. Posted on social media maintaining his innocence. Gunna and Young Thug were arrested after their names appeared on an incident charging them and 26 other people with gang-related criminal activity. The nearly 100-page indictment accuses Gunna was connected to a local gang named Young Slime Life, known as YSL. So this is what Gunna puts. or had a publicist put on his social media platform. He says, June 14th, 2022 has been one of the best years of my life despite this difficult situation. This year, I had the whole world pushing P, okay? Growing up from where I came from in a marginalized neighborhood, oh, God. This is how I know he didn't write this, because he spelled marginalized right. I never dreamt my art would change my life and the lives of my loved ones. My entire life, I've seen black men, black women, and black children constantly attacked, hated, murdered, berated, belittled, silenced, judged, used, and held captive. Oh my God. For one, he's seen criminals be held captive. He saw his cousin be held captive, okay, because he got caught up in a murder. And although he didn't do it, allegedly, according to Gunna, which he admitted on CNN when he was talking to Crime Stoppers, okay, he said his cousin was innocent, but his cousin was involved. He was there, okay? Now let's get into what he said. He said, I've seen black men, black women, and black children attacked. Who's attacking them? Because if you read the indictment, it looks like Young Thug was attacking black men, i.e. YFN Lucci, in jail, okay? Antagonizing them, saying that if he didn't like what he did for his family, he would have been killed him. Okay? So this dude is, it pisses me off because he's talking all this shit about being held captive and being attacked. Dude, the only people who are attacking black men are black men. Come on. Like, at this point, it's 2022. Can we stop the bullshit? Who the fuck have you been attacked by, Gunna? Besides niggas in your own community. Like, let's keep it a buck, man. Like, it's so crazy to me to see how these motherfuckers are treating this situation. Okay. And I also want to break down this video, and it was on No Jumper. And you've got a guy who is defending Young Thug, and he's saying that you know, Young Thug is basically saying black art is under attack and da-da-da-da-da, and it's fucking bullshit. It's fucking bullshit. You niggas are retarded. You literally will do some shit and then rap about it, bruh. Like, what the fuck did you think was gonna happen? What do these niggas think is going to happen? You're literally writing a song and then, like I did the story on the guy with in the ATM. The guy with the ATM, man. And then we have situations where young girls, there was a dancer in Decatur, Georgia, 16-year-old girl killed outside of the Kroger. So we got situations like that going on. And these motherfuckers have the nerve to talk about some young black men being held captive and all this other bullshit. It is absolutely ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. And it's so weak that these niggas go to the same narrative. No accountability. He says, I used my art form, my gift from God, to change my circumstance. I worked, I honed my craft. I empowered black women in my industry. What? Oh my God. I empowered black women in my industry. Guys, do y'all know what pushing P stands for? This guy is full of shit. And look, I'm not mad at him, but to empower black women? No, the fuck you aren't, bro. No, the fuck you aren't. Okay? Do y'all want me to read these lyrics? I will, bruh. I will, man. I mean, because if this is what you call empowering black women in your industry, then it definitely shows me what you think of black women, okay? But he says he empowered black women in his industry, okay? So let me tell you guys what Pushing P stands for, all right? Let's go to Rap Genius. Go to Rap Genius, all right?
Not Rap Genius, my bad. Urban Dictionary. And we're going to look up what Push and P stands for. And then we're going to get into some of Gunna's lyrics. Push and P. It's more than a couple words or applying pressure. Push and P is a lifestyle, a whole way of life. Example, if you spend your money on things that you wanted for time, you're pushing P. If you spend your parents' money on shit and flex it, you're not pushing P. Pushing P, girl, damn, you see that Montclair coat he wearing? I think his parents bought it. Boy, nah, bitch, that boy pushing P. Pushing P, buying something with your own money, cashing out, spending hard-earned money. P don't just mean playa, it mean paper too. So, okay, so the original meaning of pushing P, which comes from like the pimp culture and maybe you could say pickup artist culture, is act as a pimp or a player, applying pressure to a situation. For example, he's a trick, that boy ain't pushing P. So a trick is a guy who pays for pussy. A guy who is if he's pushing P, that means he's, soliciting prostitution. I mean, so he's talking about he's empowering black women by having multitudes of black men saying that they're pushing P. And by pushing P, they mean prostituting black women. Shout out to Proforma 20 with the $10 super trap. He said they'd rather us be dumbed down on TikTok watching videos of Transformers and cat videos. Don't stop. I will follow on any platform if you gotta change up.
Oh, say less.
Hey, that's real as fuck, Proforma, man. That warms my heart. Shout out to Massey 500A with the $5 super trap. He says BGZM Pooh Shiesty mask win. Yo, you're right, man. I got to get on the BGZM new 17 Pooh Shiesty mask, so I'm on it, bro.
Oh, say less.
All right, guys, but anyways, let's see. Yeah, so where was I? Okay, so Gunna says he was empowering black women, but he is also pushing P. You can't empower a black woman and at the same time pushing P. Okay, unless you're only pushing a certain type of P and discriminating against black women so that they're not profiting from the P being pushed. But then you're discriminating and stopping a bag from black women who would be open to their P being pushed. So it's a lose-lose in the situation. I know that was a little confusing. A lot of P's. It was a tongue twister. Yeah, I mean, shout out to IR with the $3 super sticker. But I know it's a tongue twister, but let's go into Gunna's lyrics. Okay. Let's go into Gunna's lyrics, okay? We're going to go into the song Baby Birkin. Baby Birkin lyrics. And we're going to see if these lyrics are empowering to black women. All the sisters in here, please tell me. And I'm not even saying that, I'm a person who, I'm empowering black women. I would never say that because most of the time I'm just focused on myself. I'm doing my thing. Like I'm the only person I'm really empowering is myself. But for him to come off and talk about some, I'm empowering black women and like, come on, bro. We are going to read these goddamn lyrics from Gunna. The intro. He says, I know my purpose. European car. It came with curtains. I have a daughter. I'm buying her baby Birkin. Fucked her good and got her legs hurting. I don't know who the fuck he's talking about. Okay, let's actually go to the lyrics because I don't want to just make y'all think that I'm making this shit up. This is the chorus now. This is the chorus. He says, I know my purpose. European car. It came with curtains. I have a daughter. I'm buying her baby Birkin. Fucked her good and got her legs hurting. Now, I don't know who the fuck he's talking about, who he fucked good, but to write that bar right after saying, I have a daughter, I'm buying her baby Birkin. And if you guys don't know what a baby Birkin is, it's a $30,000 bag. It's a $30,000 bag. Okay. A lot of these women are saying, oh, if he can't buy me a Birkin, da 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 da. So I'm gonna show you guys what a Birkin bag is really quick. It's honestly, it's insane that these rappers spend their money on something so foolish as a $38,000 bag. But they've got one for $265,000. They've got one for $38,000. They've got one for $35,000. It's nothing special about this bag, you know, nothing special about this bag, but they are willing to pay $35,000 up to $260,000 for a baby Birkin. All right. And this is the baby Birkin that he said that he would buy his daughter after fucking somebody and get her legs hurting. I don't know. I don't want to put that on him and say he was talking about smashing his daughter, because that would be some incestually weird rap lyrics, okay? But this is how it reads. I'm reading it bar for bar, okay? I'm reading it bar for bar. This ain't me making the shit up. He said, I'm gonna read it again, okay? I'm gonna read it again. I'm sorry if, you know, you guys are getting bored and y'all think this is monotonous, but I think that this is a key bar in this song. He says, and this is how the song goes. This is how he sings it. I know my purpose. European car. It came with curtains. I have a daughter. I'm buying her a baby Birkin. Fucked her good and got her legs hurting. I don't know who the fuck he's talking about. Let's continue. Found the wave and got them M's early. Southside nigga from the dirty. Paranoid, I keep a loaded 30. Took care of fam so we don't gotta worry. Okay? So let me know if that chorus was empowering to black women or his daughter. If he actually has a daughter. I don't know if he's just rapping. Okay? But young Gunna wanna jumped in head first. Roamed the streets and finally found my worth. Killed that nigga, left him dead dirt. Took his body, now the coupe a hearse. 250 in this man purse. Okay. Feel like diamonds dripping off my damn shirt. I got bitches travel on the Amherst. So black women, there you go. That's your empowerment. You're a bitch, but you're traveling on the Amherst. Okay. I done came a long way from the bunkers. It's so hard to give trust because love hurts. Shit don't come easy, nigga. It's hard work. They be riding shotgun like a Mossberg. She starts sucking and won't let me park first. Okay, so black women, he's expecting you to start sucking if you want to be empowered. This is what Gunna is saying. This is not me. So don't come in my comment section. Oh, Gen Z, why you being disrespectful? Why you being disrespectful to the black queens? This ain't motherfucking me, bruh. This is Gunna, what he is saying about the sisters. He said, she made me bust a nut. That's a starburst. So there's your black female empowerment right there. Okay. Starburst. Riding her around the city, this Dodger. She got ass and titties like Miss Parker. Swear this Bentley used to be the Marta. We keep winning because we working harder. A lot of bookings. I'm going back to Florida. All my Elliott diamonds is water. Okay. Money hungry. I got a disorder. That plain Rolex costs more than a quarter. Keep your wife. I'm going to take care of your daughter. Okay. So he is saying that he doesn't want to steal your wife. He is going to, you know, have sex with your daughter. So maybe when he was in the chorus talking about fucking her good and got her legs hurting after buying his daughter a baby Birkin, he was actually talking about his daughter because he said, keep your wife. I'm going to take care of your daughter. So insinuating that he likes fucking with daughters. Okay. This is not me. This is Gunna. These are his lyrics. I didn't write this. He did. If she hold it down, I'ma award her. I still listen to reason. I'm smarter. Send invoice for whatever we order.
Then he goes with the chorus again. I know my purpose. European car, it came with curtains. I have a daughter. I'm buying her baby Birkin. He said it twice now. Fucked her good and got her legs hurting. Now, who the fuck is he talking about in the second verse? Because in the first verse, we said, hey, we're going to give him the benefit of the doubt. I don't think he's talking about his own daughter. But then in the second verse, he reiterates and say, no, European car, it came with curtains. I have a daughter and I'm buying her baby Birkins. Or maybe Rap Genius got the lyrics wrong. You know these niggas be mumbling. This is mumble rap. It's hard. It's hard to understand what they saying, okay? Then he goes on to say he fucked her good and got her legs hurting. He didn't mention any other woman in this chorus but his daughter. Let me take a sip. Because I was listening to this album and I listen to hip hop music and I'm listening to that album and I heard this verse and I heard this bar and I was trying to make sure I heard it right. I was trying to make sure I heard it right. Okay? I was trying to make sure I heard it right, but apparently I did. He said he has a daughter. He's buying her a baby Birkin. Then he's going to fuck her good and have her legs hurting. Now that to me is disgusting, okay? That to me is disgusting. But this is what he said in his rap lyrics. So black women, tell me if this is empowering for you, okay? I put diamonds on a red bone. I popped the pill and now my head gone. He slimed him out and he was dead wrong. Them arms with AP look like honeycomb. So they're saying that YSL is not a gang, but he's using terminology like slimed him out, meaning he killed somebody. I done left my ex, told her I ain't coming home. Told her she won't see me till my money long. I've been knocking these hoes down like domino. Black woman, you're a domino to him. I mean, and this is supposed to be empowering black women in his industry, but he said he's been knocking y'all hoes down like a motherfucking domino. Ain't have shit. I was stealing my cousin's clothes, so he's a thief. Now I drip every day like I'm a runny nose. My shoes lately be more than 100 homes. I don't cherish. I know that they come and go. So that's what he's talking to you, sisters. You come and go. He won't cherish you. And this is the guy that was dating Chloe Bailey, okay? I got boomerang bitches, they coming back. That's what you are to him, black woman. A boomerang bitch, you coming back. I go straight in the hole like a running back. So he's saying he gonna run through the pussy. Cut your neck like a tree, I'm a lumberjack. So he's cutthroat. Different colors on me, I don't want to match. So he's a mismatcher. Tacky. When she's sucking, look at me. I'm loving that, okay? My next show booking gonna be 100 racks. I can't beef with you boys on the internet. Can't do business because, nigga, you been a rat, okay? We pop up at your club like the Men in Black, but wasn't Gunna the one who was talking to CNN saying that his cousin ain't do it, and it was the other guy, and he said he can't do business with you because you been a rat, okay? When it comes to that cash, I'm going to interact. When I'm fucking that body, that pussy wet. She a groupie. Keep asking where Uzi at. So, I mean, he's calling you sisters a groupie. Told my girl put that dope in her booty crack. So he's saying that he wants you to smuggle drugs for him, sisters. I'm a slimy little nigga like Nudie. Yeah. Then he goes on to say, again, he knows his purpose. European car, it came with curtains. I have a daughter. I'm buying her a baby Birkin. I fucked her good and got her legs hurting. Now, I don't know who the fuck he's talking about on the third verse. This is the third time that he has repeated this phrase, and we're still trying to get clarification on who exactly he bought the baby Birkin for and who exactly he fucked good and had her legs hurting. So these are the lyrics that are supposed to be empowering to black women. Yet,
it didn't sound very empowering. Now, I'm not a sister. I can't speak for all sisters. If that is how you would like to be empowered, then hey, by all means, go ahead, do your thing. But to me, it sounded very degrading. All right. And I'm not even trying to be the moral high ground. I'm just saying he's saying that he empowered black women. I never said that. So if I was to go and say some crazy shit, then you'd be like, oh, well, you know, that's Black Gen Z. He never really said he was all for the empowerment of anybody, let alone black women. But Gunna said he has empowered black women in his industry, yet he's talking about running through them and, you know, getting them wet and having their legs hurting. So it's tough, but that's what he's saying. Okay, let's see. I'm just trying to get some other clips for you guys. Give me 1 second, then we're gonna move on. Let's see. I use my art form, my gift from God, to change my circumstances. I worked, I honed my craft. I worked, I empowered black women in my industry. I worked, I lived in the recording studio. I worked, I lived on the road. I worked every day to show God how grateful I am. Which God is he talking about? The sixth God? For my gift, for my art, for my life, and to be able to provide for my loved ones. For now, I don't have my freedom, but I am innocent. I am being falsely accused and will never stop fighting to clear my name. Excuse me. So there you have it. The picture that is being painted of me is ugly and untrue. My fans know I love to celebrate life. I love my family. I love travel. I love music. I love my fans. I have all faith that God will grant me justice for the purity in my heart and the innocence of my actions. Nah, I mean, you'll get granted justice if you roll on Young Thug. Point blank, period. If you don't make a deal with the prosecutors, you ain't getting no justice. You're finna serve time. As a black man in America, it seems as though my art is only acceptable when I'm a source of entertainment for the masses. Oh, God. Get the fuck out of here. Is he about to do this for real? Is he seriously about to do this? When your best friend is caught on wiretaps trying to have another guy killed? Notice how he didn't say me and Young Thug are innocent. He's only trying to clear his name. Okay? So much for black solidarity, right? As a black man in America, it seems as though my art is only acceptable when I'm a source of entertainment for the masses. My art is not allowed to stand alone as entertainment. I'm not allowed that freedom as a black man in America. Well, I mean, actually, you are. Actually, you are. Okay? You could talk about as much shit as you want as long as you don't actually do it, Gunna. See, this is the issue. You're talking about illegal shit, and then you're going and doing it. That's the problem. That's the only problem. It has nothing to do with you being black. It has nothing to do with you being a black man in America and you being used as an entertainment figure. Dude, you want to be used as an entertainment figure. That's all you want to do. Okay? That's all you wanted to do. You just said, I love my life. I love my music. You want to entertain people. So now it's an issue when you got caught up in your dirty world. You were dirty, Gunner. You were dirty, bro. You were dirty. He said, it is a sad reality that slavery is still alive in America today and still affecting my people. And you know what? Slavery is alive in prison as it should be. You lose all your rights when you break the law, and you should be putting in hard labor. It shouldn't be easy, and you should be working that time off for the people that you victimize. In 12 states, more than half of the prison population is black. And one of those states is Georgia. Oh, God. And you wonder why. Nothing will stop me from chasing my dreams. I won't stop being a good person. Even if some unnamed and unknown accusers want the world to see me as a bad person. When I was free, I was good and kind to the community around me. And when I am released, I will do the same thing all over again. We still pushing P, power, prayer, progress, passion, productivity, praise, precision, peace, prosperity,
patience, pride, and persistence. And he forgot the last one, prostitution. Guys, why do these niggas try and change the actual meaning of what the shit is? Stand on that pushing P shit. Because when you was free, it was pushing P. Yeah, we got these bitches. I'm pushing my bitch. I'm sending Young Thug an Instagram model here. I'm sending him a prostitute here, prostitute there. Oh, he in Colombia. I'm sending him a whore. Like, why can't you just stand on that shit, bro? Yeah, I'm pushing P. Yeah, I'm down with prostitution. Yeah, I'm down with paying Instagram models $2,500 to suck my dick. Are you kidding me, bro? You know what I mean? Like, it's just like so disingenuous. And this nigga really has. So I'm gonna break this video down. And this is a video from No Jumper where you have this ignorant nigga trying to defend Young Thug. And like I said, when we read the indictment, Gunna has a better chance of getting off with this if he cooperates. But Young Thug is pretty much toast. He's dead to rights. He's dead to rights. And they found guns, drugs in his house. It's OV. So let's get into it.
Fucking the new comment out of Martin Luther King after being booked. Now, Josh, you have the video, Josh? Okay, Josh about to play this video, man. Apparently, like, Young Thug is the mix of Mahatma Gandhi and MLK now. Jill done changed this nigga now, bro. Let's see this fuck shit.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah, watch this.
No. You crazy. We're gonna watch it.
There's no sound. You probably
I like that, man.
He likes that.
Well, play corn like the sound up top, yeah.
So essentially, it's a video of Young Thug praying for his life. Praying for his life. He said Young Thug calls for fans to sign the Protect Black Art petition.
Yeah, you see? Yeah. And then go down and like go back up. In the morning. Okay.
He said to all my friends and family for coming out and supporting us. Thanks for all my friends and family. You know, your support during this time means a lot to us, you know.
You know they can hear.
You know this isn't just about me or YSL. I always use my music as a form of artistic expression.
I fuck with Young Thug.
And now I see the black artists and rappers
fuck what he doing.
Don't have that, you know, freedom.
You gotta
what? How do they not have the freedom? You got TK. Hey, fuck a judge. I was about to do the race. Like, come on, dog. He's taunting the criminal justice system. They gave him multiple chances, right? Gave him multiple chances. Kids stayed in fucking trouble. YNW Melly. I got murder on my mind. Killed two of his best friends. Over $200,000. And you got motherfuckers like Meek Mill protecting him. These imbeciles. These idiots. You know? What if that was your brother? What if that was your nephew who YNW killed? You know what I mean? And these motherfuckers are protecting this shit.
Read the message. You gotta
so this is a petition.
And then he says, everybody please sign the Protect Black Art petition.
This is a petition that Kevin Lyle's open, right?
Yeah, right.
Yes,
so
now what's wrong with that petition?
I'll break it down to you guys. So Young Thug, again, this is the same Negro, right? And who prior to like you know, and being booked, right? And he's the same
Here
again,
we go.
right?
Here we go with this Negro shit.
This is
guys, by the way, I am 3 subs away from I'm 3 subs away from 6,000 subscribers. So if you are not subbed to the channel, please make sure you sub to the channel right now. If you are enjoying my content, if you like my perspective, if you understand my perspective, and if you are about reclaiming the narrative in the black community, okay? Because these motherfuckers, if we keep justifying this bad behavior, the black community is never going to change. The communitas, excuse me, okay? It's never going to change.
same nigga and who went ahead and stated that, yo, listen, man, bruh, if you take care of your kids, buy your mama a crib, like, bro, like, that's what we're supposed to do, right? Listen, I can't call you no real nigga for that, but you're a real nigga in my eyes if I catch a body and you claim my body for me, right? That's the same nigga who said that. Now, he wants people to sign a petition to quote-unquote protect black art, meaning he's saying, right, that the prosecutors using his lyrics and in court, that's protecting black art. Here's my thing, right? I'm sick of these niggas, right, using and pimping out black pain for their own benefit, right?
Facts. And this guy, Flacco, Poetic Flacco, he's spitting bars, man. He's being a voice. And everybody on the no jumper, oh, he a lame ass nigga, he a mark ass nigga, he a goofy, like that. This is how they paint him. Oh, he a proper ass nigga. Okay.
Young Thug wasn't out here talking that pro-black, you feel me, right? Talking that whole
at all. There were videos of Young Thug dissing the black community. They asked him, hey, what do you think about this happening in the black community? Well, it don't affect me because I'm. Hold on, let me see if I can find that video. Young Thug says black doesn't affect him. He says something like to the effect of he says something to the effect of, oh well, these situations don't affect me. I forgot exactly what he said, but let me see if I can find it.
Tap shit, right? Young Thug was out here wilding, right? Out here victimizing the communities. Allegedly, Young Thug was out here talking that ignorant shit. As soon as that white man put them chains on Young Thug, now this nigga went from, sipping activist to now he's a fucking activist now, right? And to me, that's bullshit. Again, black art, again, right? And here's what, and here's what's not black art, right? You taking a gun, allegedly, and going and shoot a nigga mama or shoot at a nigga mama.
Okay, so this is what I think it says. Let's see. 2015 is a time where black solidarity and social agency is in dire need. He was not only silent on Ferguson, but in a red carpet interview deemed being iced out and getting money as bigger concerns. Woo! So they're talking about Young Thug. Never mind that. The young black audience who comprises his fan base are at risk of becoming a hashtag. Young Thug thinks we should leave that up with the critics and laws and all that. There was a time where every rapper had a say on social issues as a black man in America before anything, as evidenced through Young Thug. Though so many black men are completely disillusioned, he's clearly suffering from Stockholm syndrome, a psychological condition characterized by identifying with and sympathizing with a captor, and it's by design. So basically, Young Thug, when asked about the black community, black issues, he said, leave that up to the critics and laws and all that shit.
Hey, I'm on that Hugh Hefner shit, man. If I ever was to have to go sit down 20, 25 years, the time they let you sit at home with your family, I'm bound to go get my motherfucking breast dead. I'm bound to get my titty dead so I can do my 25 year with hoes. Have me some fun, man. I don't get tired.
And then going to the fucking studio 2 hours later, going to the booth and talk about how you shot a nigga mama, and then saying, yo, if the prosecutors use your lyrics after you shot a nigga mama and detailed and rapped out how you shot a nigga mama, that's not protecting black art, right? No, listen up, bro. Again, it's like a real clear line of, yo, if these niggas was really like describing in details real crime that was done, should their lyrics be protected? Is that a war on black art?
Lyrics should be protected because you could be telling somebody else's story through your lyrics. You feel me? And it's just
somebody else's story. So when you actually say, fuck the judge, take this shit to motherfucking trial, whose story is he talking about? T-Rail.
Music for you to feel. You feel me? You shouldn't be able to be prosecuted for no fucking lyrics. They should not be able to.
This is what he doesn't get. They're not prosecuting him for the lyrics, dumbass. These motherfuckers are retarded, bruh. They're not prosecuting him for the lyrics. They're prosecuting him because he did the shit. He did what he is rapping about. What did he say in that song? He said, pay the lawyer $2 million. He handled all the killings. He said, ask the cops, ask the detectives. He said, ask them. They know about me. Okay? He said, ask them. Him and his little gang members and shit are responsible for the ambush of Mayor Keisha Lance Bottoms' nephew, Darius Bottoms. Killed him. He was an innocent young man. And this motherfucker is out here trying to cap for Young Thug.
Use that shit against you. And two, you don't know what the fuck this nigga doing in his community except what you hear.
Yeah, we do know what the fuck he's doing in the community. He's tarnishing the community. He's destroying the community. He's leading other young black men to destroy the community. He's saying, hey, let me put this much amount of money in your pocket so you will commit a murder for me. You already threw your life away. You a dumbass nigga. And this is how they think about you. This is how they think about you street niggas who just listen to whatever the fuck they say and then do their bidding. They think, oh, he a crash dummy. He'll crash out for me. That's not loyalty. If he was a real nigga, he would put you in position.
On the fucking internet, nigga. Oh, he shot this or he shot that. You don't know what he's doing in his real life community and with his family. You know what I'm saying? Because you're not there personally.
It doesn't matter what he's doing with his family. If he goes and destroys somebody else's family, then comes home and kisses his daughter on the cheek, it doesn't fucking matter. He's still a piece of shit. Okay? It doesn't matter. He's still a piece of shit. If he is going and, you know, having a black woman cry over her teenage son being killed in the street, left dead in the road like a dog, okay? I'm gonna let that sit in. If he's going and instructing these young niggas to do that, and then coming back to the crib and you know, cooking dinner for his family, it doesn't mean shit. It doesn't mean shit. Oh, he was good to me. Yeah, no shit. You came out of his balls, right? No shit, he's going to be good to you.
And what I'm hearing in the music game is he is loved. You feel me? I hear that he's loved. He's taking care of his family. Each and every one of these motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying, that's in his family, his friends, everybody is.
What about his baby mama that was just shot outside the bowling alley? Was he taking care of her? Because apparently the killing of his baby mama was, they say it was over an argument, but also it could have been retaliation between him and his YFN gang. So he has enticed other gang members to want to be violent to people in his family. So not only is he endangering himself, he is endangering the people in his family. Okay? So, I mean, it's like his beef created so much tension, hostility, and then the combination of, you know, maybe his baby mama, you know, be arguing, going back and forth with guys. She ended up dead.
Taken care of, he'll take his motherfucking jacket off of his back, feel me, and give it to you. And not to mention, you know what I'm saying, the 90% of these young artists are coming through Young Thug. He teaching them the way.
Is this nigga about to cry over this shit?
You feel me? He paying these niggas to rap. You know what I'm saying? And the niggas he paying the rappers, the biggest rappers in the world that you name it on your fucking Mount Rushmore fucking list, you gotta give this nigga some credit. So you feel me? Just a
you can give the nigga credit musically and still say, yeah, you need to be held accountable for the violent crimes that you are behind.
Black man fucking down niggas like you, because the allegedly what you fucking heard is not tight. You know what I'm saying? This is all allegedly, motherfucker. Like, you can't just be going crazy because of what you heard allegedly. That's not cool. You know what I'm saying? Fuck with your people, my brother.
And the petition.
My brother. Dude, I'll be the first to say, dude, fuck Young Thug. I'm in Atlanta, and I'm standing on this shit, bro. Fuck, bro. All the destruction terrorizing the city for the last 10 years. He opened the shit up for these little niggas to get bold about this shit. Let's keep it a buck. Niggas talking about slime this, slime that, slime you out. Okay? Shit's not cool.
The petition doesn't just represent it's not just a Young Thug petition. It's of all black art and black music. Like T-Rail said, he probably...
Tell me a nigga who got arrested for simply just rapping. Show me one of these rappers who got arrested for That's all he did was rap.
Not even telling his own story. This is a rep. If they do it to him, they're going to continue and pull more people and do it to more people.
As they should. Nobody was saying protect black art when Treyway and 6ix9ine and them went down. Why weren't y'all saying protect black art then?
No, a lot use their music in court. We know that a lot of niggas that be the shit they be rapping about, they not even really outside doing.
Maybe that was back in the day, but nowadays they doing that shit.
A lot of cars they talking about they got, a lot of money they saying they got, a lot of shit to say they moving around and stuff. They not really doing it. It's just art.
Damn, what if they would have took Tupac to jail? You know what I'm saying?
Well, Tupac did go to jail.
Yeah, for all the shit you had, he was having in his music. What they would have took him there for
This
Brenda Tyler Baby.
This is the same thing. This is the same thing they tried to do with Draco.
I mean, they arrested Tupac for grape. Okay. He went to jail. They arrested him for shooting those officers. He ended up getting off of that. He still went to jail. I mean, he did the shit. So I'm trying to figure out what his argument was.
Also, too, right? He said, right, yo, man, like, what about all the good this nigga has done in his community, right?
Yeah.
Now, listen, respectfully, I don't care how many like dusty niggas and he done fed. If this nigga is like responsible for killing just one person, fuck all that bullshit,
right?
Bro. Right? Listen, right? There's no amount of deeds or feeding dirty niggas right there will make up for you killing somebody, bro, or allegedly killing somebody.
No,
so,
that's what you're saying is 100% correct. What we're saying is that
and listen to the black woman defending this shit, and she don't understand that. I mean, shit, she gonna be first in line. Y'all saw that story I did from Texas. Man walked in the crib, killed the woman's daughter, then shot her in the shoulder. Almost killed her. I mean, what's worse, dying or seeing your daughter get shot in the head by your ex-boyfriend?
They should not be able to use the lyrics. They need to find some other hardcore evidence on him in court and not they do.
They have wiretaps, they have drugs and guns in his crib automatically. If Young Thug does not, or if he beats this state case, it's automatically going to go to the feds just because he got caught with the drugs and the gun at the same time.
They being lazy. Go, oh shit, let me go listen to the song, see if he said something that was similar to what we talking about. It's fucking lazy. They need to find some hardcore evidence.
I'm sorry, sister, but she's you could tell that these people don't read. You could tell these people don't read. Okay? They don't read. But guess what? Over here, we read. We read. It's as simple as reading. Baby, before you are talking about this shit, go to the indictment. Or matter of fact, go to my YouTube channel. Type in Black Gen Z Mindset, breaks down Young Thug YSL indictment. Okay? And read the indictment. They're not lazy. They wrote an 84-page indictment. And there was like over 200 sections of it, listing every single crime that they had committed, the YSL gang in furtherance of their conspiracy. Okay? Every crime they had committed, they had it written down. Okay? They had page after page after page of incriminating evidence against multiple people who were affiliated with the YSL gang, not to mention what really made them say, okay, let's go ahead and get these niggas. The shooting of a police officer in the middle of the street when they were trying to apprehend one of these super gremlins. Okay?
Evidence to prove that he did what he did, and not just him using art and being descriptive.
I wish Flacco would have said, "Did you read the indictment?" Gina, T-Rail, did you read the indictment? No. Did you read the indictment? No. Did you fucking read the indictment? All right, then shut the fuck up.
In his music,
if these niggas are describing a crime, like for example, right? Like, how far do we say, yo, like they can't do it? Like, for example, if somebody were commit like a mass shooting, and they're hearing
right. This is the point that I made.
The Rapper's Manifesto, just like Peyton Gendron. Remember, we read Peyton Gendron. See, we read over here. We read shit. We read the YSL indictment. We read the Amir Locke warrant, the no-knock warrant. We read Peyton Gendron's manifesto, the plagiarized manifesto. Okay, so Rapper's Manifesto is their music. Let me repeat. The Rapper's Manifesto is their music. The white boys, the white boy mass shooters, they write a manifesto, and you know, he could say, oh, well, this is art. It's a nonfiction, whatever. Okay. So what the fuck are these dudes talking about?
Describing that mass shooting in grave details. How far do we say that like no lyrics should be used, right? Like,
we're talking about the same judicial system.
Yes.
Who can see somebody get murdered on camera and not find them guilty.
Who?
And say allegedly.
Who?
We're talking about the same justice system.
Yeah.
They can see a nigga get killed on camera and still do an investigation.
Who the fuck is she talking about?
They can see it on camera. They can see a police officer kill a black man.
Name somebody specifically.
And have to do an investigation.
Put the pressure on these, man. I'm tired. I'm tired of dudes just letting these chicks go off. Nobody is going to challenge them. Like, and it's not just chicks, it's dudes too, but we know in the community, the women are running the community as it shows right now. And obviously T-Rail is not intelligent enough to have even looked into nor read the indictment. And the sister is going with the normal talking points. I want you to mention somebody specifically who killed a black man and was not charged, a police officer who killed a black man and was not charged and killed him unjustifiably.
Yeah.
We talking about the same justice system that if I go somewhere and confess what I did, my sister's murder went and confessed what he did. He said, I killed her. I beat her to death. He told them the object he used and everything. They still completed an investigation.
Aren't you advocating for innocent until proven guilty? Yeah, they had to investigate. He admitted to the murder. They arrested him, right? They investigated the murder. See, she's bringing her emotions into it.
Him saying it himself wasn't even enough. This is what I did. So
well, of course, because he has to be charged. He has to go through the system like everybody else. That just means they're doing it the right way. They didn't just take his word at face value and, oh, this guy's he's confessing to a murder. Let's investigate, make sure we got the right guy.
How the fuck can we say, oh, well, if they said it in a song, boom, they should just be found guilty? No, them niggas need to go fucking investigate and go.
They have, honey. Oh my God. This is embarrassing. And sisters be loud and motherfucking wrong. You're loud and wrong, Gina. Sorry. You're loud and wrong. And you're using your anecdotal situation to make an emotional point that has no credence or no validity. You did not read the indictment. You are ignorant on the facts. You should not be speaking about it. Point blank.
Find some hardcore evidence to prove that's what he did.
Wait, the rest. So like people are like kind of getting confused, right? Like those lyrics and aren't the end all be all, right? Like those lyrics are like just a cherry on top. You feel me, right? Like it can mean it like after like 10 years of like, bro, they've been investigating it since like what 2012,
2013.
Like a 13, right? So
I mean, that's what they
right?
told you, niggas.
That's what they told you. No, they have fucking evidence. They have murders. They have a trail of murders. They have Young Thug being connected to orchestrating or facilitating over 50 murders. He killed over 50 black people, you know, by proxy. Allegedly, since we got to say allegedly.
We're not talking about that. We're literally only talking about the lyrics.
Yes.
They shouldn't even be able to bring that in court. That shouldn't hold no weight.
Nah, bro. I think if those lyrics are describing in grave detail, like shit that done fucking happened, and like you can actually like say, yo, wait, hold up now. And he said this, and this happened exactly, and he's linked to it. Hold up now, bro. Right? I feel like there should be like a limitation to say, yo, listen up, man. Like if This nigga is describing in great detail like what happened. We should at least say, yo, listen, like the vague shit, get that shit out the fucking window, right? Again, if it's vague, leave it alone. But if this nigga is describing in great detail exactly what happened,
is he doing that?
Yes.
Grave detail.
Yes.
Yes.
Bring up the fuck. I can't even understand what the fuck he be talking about.
Yo,
I ain't gonna be explaining some shit
Prosecutor,
in grave detail.
Yo, listen.
I can't. Sometimes I don't even know what you be talking about.
I'm not going to pull up the indictment, but I have the PDF of the indictment. Yeah, he's describing it. He's not only putting it in his music, but he's tweeting it. He's making Instagram posts of it. I mean, this is a huge. I mean, it's a great example of self-snitching.
I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm saying, but if you, hey, my head, I killed the nigga. I mean, that's just normal. It's the norm for me.
Yo, listen, though, right? Yo, listen, whoever that fucking like prosecutor is, bro, that nigga, listen, ain't his past life, bro. He had to be like a nigga catcher, bro. Cause that nigga want them boys in jail, bro. That nigga went to the podium, bro.
Did you just say a nigga catcher?
In his past life, cause the way this nigga is on their ass, bro, is something different, bro. That nigga, bro, I would listen.
Nah, these people, these lawyers and prosecutors, they be fans. One reason why I had said before that I don't even fuck with police shit and I don't want to talk about it no more is because them niggas use my Who is the Real Mr. LA with RJ versus Draco. They use my interview in court against Draco.
Woo! How do you feel, man, that they Vlad TV you?
Yeah, then you need to shut your fucking mouth. If you're incriminating people in your little interviews, trying to get popping, trying to get clout, whose fault is that? It's your fucking fault. They can use whatever evidence you put out there. It's public information. These motherfuckers are retarded, bro.
Well, nothing. Neither one of them really said nothing in the interview. So it was like really didn't hold no weight. But saying all that to say, these niggas be fans.
I mean,
they're not fans that they looked up and interviewed. That makes them intelligent investigators.
Not necessarily, just build a case. Let me go look at this nigga interview and then listen and be like, okay, spot that out. You know what I'm saying?
But they hear this catchy black shit, they be like, oh, this shit cool.
No, they're like, this shit is retarded. Oh, this shit, they see that catchy black shit. They see this nigga Gunna talking about he want to fuck his daughter, have her legs hurt, and they think that shit cool. No, they think it's pitiful. They think it's disgusting. They think it's ridiculous. They think it's abysmal that you, and they think it's stupid. They think you're dumb. Okay, that you would go and kill somebody and then go rap about it, like YNW Melly, like TK. Okay, like the nigga who we did the story on, who was robbing the ATMs and rapped about it. Okay, they hear that catchy black shit. No, the only people like, come on, these motherfuckers don't give a fuck about that shit. They're doing their job.
Okay, spot that out. You know what I'm saying?
But they hear this catchy black shit, they be like, oh, this shit
this
cool.
Shit is crazy, dog.
This shit, them niggas be fans.
No.
I mean, some motherfuckers is artistic. I mean, like it's motherfuckers around LA that be motherfuckers be beefing with each other and be like, nigga, you ain't no real such and such, or you ain't no real nigga, you ain't no real killer, you a goofy, right? Because they just rapping about what they see in the streets, or what niggas want to hear. Like they ain't never been through that shit. They ain't never doing that shit.
Confessions was not Usher's story. That was Jermaine Dupri's story.
Got him.
Yeah,
bruh. That is a story about getting caught up, cheating on your girl, having sex. Nothing in Usher's confessions. These are my confessions. Just when I thought I'd seen it on a thunder, she gonna decide. Says she got one on her way. My confession. Yeah, I'm growing. I don't know what to do. I guess I gotta keep part two of my. He said nothing in that bitch that was illegal. What the fuck is she talking about? Oh, well, confessions wasn't Usher's story. It was Jermaine's Dupri story. Okay, who gives a fuck? What we just find out? Jermaine Dupri was cheating on his bitch. So what? It's not illegal to cheat on your girl. The hell is he?
Not Usher's story. That was Jermaine Dupri's story.
Got him.
Yeah.
And then that nigga's so dumb. He thought that was an actual point. Got him. Oh my God. They need some smarter people on the panel. Somebody tag Black Gen Z, because, bro, I would have cooked they ass.
Got him. What? Prosecutors. Thug, if you're looking at this interview, you might want to tell your lawyer that. Oh, God.
That would be the dumbest defense of the century.
Yeah, man, you might want to tell it. Look, that's another nigga story. That ain't my story. That was his story. I mean, but that might be snitching. But still, that wasn't my story though.
Shit.
Hey. Yeah, he already snitched. He snitched on his damn self. Okay? He snitched on his damn self. That shit already happened. Oh my God. So there you have it. Now we're going to get into the meat and potatoes. I am going to drop the StreamYard link, guys. I don't know if this might be my last stream, if I'll be taken down. So guys, make sure you you come join the stream, chat with me. What do you guys think about this shit, man? This motherfucker, like, it's insane what is going on, how these people are justifying this shit. We already read Gunna's statement. Okay, that was some fucking hogwash. But now we're going back to reality. Okay, so this is what happened in DeKalb County, and this is Metro Atlanta area. Man kidnaps young mother, toddler, before shooting mother to death in DeKalb Woods. Okay. Police say a man kidnapped his child and child's mother from a DeKalb County daycare before he shot and killed the mother. Police said they responded to a domestic violence call around 3:45 p.m. Wednesday at the Elevation Education Daycare on Snapfinger Park Circle. Police said the man, 22-year-old Taco Nash, followed the victim, 21-year-old Mikai Montgomery, to the daycare where he confronted her. He then kidnapped Montgomery and the former couple's 16-month-old daughter, Chloe, and then dragged them into some nearby woods where he killed Montgomery in front of their child. So this is the super gremlin who did it, Taco Nash. We're just going to do a lightning round, guys, of different stories that have happened recently in DeKalb County. So if this guy rapped about killing his baby mama in front of his daughter, and then he said the bar that Young Thug said, fucked her good and had her legs hurting, then we shouldn't be able to use those lyrics in court against him. Okay? It's ridiculous. It's just crazy how they're trying to shape the narrative, all right? Because this shit is getting out of control. It's getting out of hand, all right? Now, let's go to the next story that I have here. We have Kodak Black saying any rapper or celebrity who doesn't go back to their hood is scared. Okay? So let's get into this one real quick. We got Massey 500A. What up? What up?
What's up, Black Gen Z? How you doing?
Chilling, man. What about yourself?
I'm doing all right. We just had a flash flood over here in Columbia, South Carolina.
Oh, damn. Well, shit. I hope y'all stay dry.
Yeah, we're doing all right.
But yeah, we're gonna listen to this video of Kodak Black saying if you don't go back to your hood, you are scared. So let's get into it.
How big a rapper you is, how big a celebrity you is, how big.
Damn.
How big a rapper you is, how big a celebrity you is, how big whatever you is, homie. You don't go back to your hood, homie. I ain't even speaking about nobody in specific. I'm just saying any with some M's or whatever who came from the streets with some money, whatever, but you came from the hood, homie. You don't go back to your hood, homie. You a moron, homie. You a bitch. You a fuck. You can't go back. You just can't go back because they will rob you or kill you or you scared. You heard me? That's point blank period. You heard me?
These niggas never cease to amaze me. This is the head honcho super gremlin himself. Guys, don't listen to this dumbass advice. Look at what happened to Young Dolph.
Exactly.
Look at what happened to Young Dolph. Look at what happened to Nipsey Hussle. Okay? Stop listening to these dumbass rappers. We also have an updated picture of the rapper Tay-K. One of the first niggas to snitch on himself. He's in prison. Okay. Probably somebody's butt buddy. I mean, this shit is fucking ridiculous, man.
I subscribe to the Boosie line of thinking. You know, many rappers get killed, go back to their own hood, and he hasn't lied about that. A lot of people when they go back, and it's not even rappers, just anyone who becomes successful,
right?
They have this urge to just go back and see the people they left behind. Like, no, there's a reason why you left them behind, because many of them probably weren't doing much with their lives, and they were probably dead weight. So even better off leaving them.
It ain't even no probably. These motherfuckers, a lot of these niggas are dead weight, bro. Let's keep it a buck. Let's keep it a buck. Like, you go back to your hood and see how that shit turns out for you. Kodak Black, when he goes back to his hood, he's with like 30 niggas with 100-round drums. All these niggas are ready to shoot some shit up. Yeah, of course you feel safe when you've got fucking 50 assault rifles surrounding you. All right. And then I do want to hit on a point that Gina said, the sister Gina said in the little No Jumper video. She talked about, oh, well, black men on camera getting shot and killed. Like, bro, that shit, contrary to popular belief, it rarely happens, okay? This is what it looks like when these niggas are usually getting locked up, even if they have a weapon. This happened in Atlanta on the Beltline of a guy who was pointing a knife and threatening to stab people on the Beltline. He was taken in peacefully. Let's watch.
James aka Jim. What would you rather be called? James is biblical. How old are you? 33. My man. 69 is over there.
Okay. So James, listen to me. I'm finna come put you in handcuffs, okay?
For what?
You gonna be detained for right now.
Just detaining you, that's all.
All right.
Because somebody called you out of fear. You're safe. Out of fear, and they were safe.
He said, somebody called you. Nigga, you are literally threatening people with a knife on the Beltline. The same place where Thomas Arnold was shot and killed. The same place where them teenagers pulled out the strap after stealing a phone. And he got the nerve. And this is a 33-year-old. This is a grown-ass man. These are the OGs, bro.
You were safe. You were safe from me. You didn't harm me. I didn't do you no harm.
You hear this, nigga? Lord, have mercy.
You didn't harm me. I'm having a bad day.
All right, we're gonna talk about that, okay? Get you some help.
For my sister, she dying. She dying. I didn't harm you.
You need us to call Grady for you?
I'm gonna go there for it. What they gonna do? They detain me.
And the officers dealing with him so calmly. Dude, we don't need any fucking mental health experts and de-escalators and shit like that. These officers know how to handle themselves. Let's keep it a buck. These motherfuckers just crazy. They crazy. This dude already ripping and cursing and talking all this shit because he know he got caught.
Like you. And let me go after telling me I had COVID-19. I don't have COVID-19, by the way. I got the test.
Oh my God.
But you don't tell them you got COVID-19 and release them to the public. So don't see me to Grady.
Let me hold this for you, okay?
I don't want to go to Grady. I don't trust them.
Okay. You ain't got to go there.
You know what hurts the most?
What's hurt?
And you see what happened. Initially, it was 2 white officers. And guess what? They called the black officer and waited for him to come and arrest this dude because the white officer was like, shit, fuck that. This nigga is crazy as fuck. If we gonna have to do something, if somebody's gonna shoot him, I would prefer it to be the black guy. So it's not a whole situation where our careers are on the line, our lives are on the line because we had to neutralize this nigga because he had a fucking knife. You see how that shit happened? Like, it was literally 2 white cops. They could have easily arrested. Well, I'm not going to say easily, but they could have approached him and arrested him. But they had to call the black cop. They had to call the black cop. Okay? That's the crazy part. It was 2-on-1. They could have took him. it might have been a little more difficult, but it looks like the brother right here, he's handling it all by himself. And they just standing by, making sure shit don't pop off.
I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to you, though. What hurts the most, young man, is that I would really never do you harm. But protecting
And obviously you can hear it in his voice. He is he's a zesty brother. He's a moist brother. Okay. You have a lot of this in Atlanta. And a lot of them motherfuckers will stab your ass. They actually will say it like to your face. I'ma stab your motherfucking ass. Like they be saying that shit. They really do. I mean, go out in Atlanta and fuck with one of them niggas and see if you don't end up getting your motherfucking ass stabbed.
my life, so listen, I will do that. You ready to stand up? You didn't need to be protected, and you weren't in trouble.
James, you talking to me now, okay?
I didn't want to talk to you until I'm done talking to him.
All right, you done talking to him, right? Now you talking to me, okay? So stand up for me. You say what you say you just walking to having a bad day, right?
A very bad.
Okay. I'm gonna call Grady to say they can talk to you.
I don't want to talk to them.
You services.
I don't want no services from them.
Okay. You had a gun?
I go in that 13 for a gun. I don't use guns. I don't believe in guns, and I don't like people who have them.
What about knives?
Knives, that's the only way of protecting myself outside of my hands, which are also very deadly, and I mean that.
Oh my God. He said them hands is deadly. Don't run up on that sister or brother or whatever. The I don't know what the
they're sticky. They ain't deadly, they're sticky.
Don't run up on they, bruh. Do not run up on they, because they hands is motherfucking wicked.
Okay. I'm gonna call Grady to say they can talk to you.
I don't want to talk to them. I don't want no services from them.
Okay. You had a gun?
I go in that 13 for a gun. I don't use guns. I don't believe in guns, and I don't like people who have them.
What about knives?
Knives, that's the only way of protecting myself outside of my hands, which are also very deadly, and I mean that.
Where the knife at now?
He has it in his hand.
Okay. I'm gonna walk down here to my car, okay? All right.
Why are we going to your car, sir?
So I can wait for Grady.
Just take the knife and leave me alone.
Listen, I gotta call Grady to make sure that you can't
take the knife and leave me alone. Get the fuck out of here.
Be out here yelling and screaming, so I gotta make sure you
tell that and her family to watch their mouth, and when they
wow. You hear what this motherfucker is saying? He said, tell that bitch and her family to watch her motherfucking mouth. And if this woman or somebody would have put hands and feet on this nigga, he would have claimed it was a hate crime. This is what I'm telling you guys, bro. This is the shit I be talking about. And then he got the double minority thing going. It would have been all bad. And I'm gonna show you guys an instance. I'm gonna show you guys an instance situation that I just did a video on, but I want to bring you guys to light on this one too. So we'll finish this one, then we'll get into it. Oh shit. Is he cursing that much?
Learn the English language.
Damn.
And then they ran me over with a car. The doctor wanted to take my eyeball and my liver from me.
What?
You know what I told the doctor?
What you told me?
Hold on. Don't operate on me.
Yo, this motherfucker is high as shit. He's high as fuck right now. That motherfucker just shot up a whole eighth of heroin up his ass, man. This motherfucker is high as shit. He said the doctor wanted to take his eyeball and his liver. Nah, motherfucker. He said you are not going to have a liver if you don't stop doing these fucking drugs. This nigga fucking snorting damn Skittles.
Give me a couple days and watch how I do it.
Go to the front.
Because I'm not what they're making of me. I'm a child of God, and my blessings are an anointing place before me.
No, he said he's a child of God, and his blessings are in an anointed place before him.
Nah, he's straight high.
This nigga is geeked the fuck up, dude. And this is every day in Atlanta. This is every day in Atlanta. Thank God he doesn't believe in guns, and he would never use guns. And thank God they got that knife away from him and apprehended him, because, like he said, his hands are very deadly.
And they have been placed wrong. Gotcha. I probably shouldn't be anointed in such a way because I'm an abomination to these people.
That you heard that self-deprecation. He said ain't nobody call you that, bruh. He said he's an abomination to these people. Why do you think he thinks he's an abomination?
Self-snitching. Talking about his personal life.
Yep. He's been rejected. It's coming from some hurt. Lord, this nigga said he was an abomination. His mama must have told him that shit, or his daddy.
Handcuffs too tight for you. Child of God, and my blessings are an anointing placed before me, and they have been placed wrong. Gotcha. I probably shouldn't be anointed in such a way because I'm an abomination to these people. Mash, are the handcuffs too tight for you? They're getting on my nerves, but they ain't tight. Okay, I'm gonna make sure I got them double locked for you. Make sure don't squeeze on you. So, give me some gloves. Come here right quick. You don't need gloves. I'm not that nasty. No, I gotta go to your pocket.
He said you don't need gloves. I'm not that nasty unless you want me to be. Yo, what the fuck? This shit is comedy. You can't make this shit up. This is a real person, y'all. This happened April 17th. God.
You guys gonna poke a stab? No, I do not.
Like I said, man, this happens every damn day in Atlanta. I'm gonna bring you guys another story. This one comes out of Florida. We have let's see. All right, let's see. All right, so we have a local rapper who was racially profiled, allegedly, by these white folks in the neighborhood. So this is his Instagram. He got the golds. He rocking the golds. He got the V-Lone shirt. Okay. Little swaggy kid, whatever. Flicking off the camera at the gas station. Local rapper. Now here's the video. Let's get into it. This one is going viral everywhere, guys. It's going viral everywhere. Guys, if you want to hop in on the discussion, make sure you join the stream. The StreamYard link is pinned in the chat. If you have some disagreements, whatnot, make sure you come up to the stream and let me know.
Right here, buddy. Right here. Tell me what you're doing. Burning out, racing through my fucking neighborhood. Burning out, racing through my fucking neighborhood. I told you not to.
So he's driving through the neighborhood, speeding through the neighborhood, according to the gliders. And they ended up throwing a rock through his windshield. Now, they overreacted, okay? They definitely overreacted, but I can see why they overreacted because there's so much shit going down in that area. There's so much shit going down in Florida. These motherfuckers is wild and going through neighborhoods, running people over, jacking people. You see the Kia boys in Milwaukee. You see the Jack boys, the Water boys in Atlanta. In Miami, it's the biker boys. In other parts of Florida, they got biker boys too. So these motherfuckers are out here, okay? And this dude stuck out like a sore thumb, speeding in the neighborhood. I'm sure if he was driving the speed limit, they wouldn't have reacted this way. But these gliders have now been arrested for trying to defend their neighborhood. So let's get into the rest of it. And I'm going to show you why I don't side with this little nigga, okay? This is why I don't side with him, okay? So let's get into it.
Not in your face. Get out of my neighborhood, fuckwad.
Who got a gun? Who got the gun?
The guy who's got a permit to carry it.
You got a gun?
You're the one that would get a gun.
You heard Karen. She said, you the one that would get a gun.
All right,
Get out of this neighborhood.
all right.
So they ganged up on him. They was like, nah, we ain't going.
Get out of this neighborhood. You don't belong here, brother.
But y'all want to smash the fucking window? Smash the window?
Boom. So they smashed the window. There's the rock. But if you look closely, what is this? If you see my mouth, this is the gun.
Water pellet gun.
Yes, this is the water pellet gun. This is the Orbeez challenge gun. This is the Orbeez challenge gun. And what they do is they take those little water pellets, throw them in the freezer overnight, and then they do drive-bys on people. So this could have been what he was possibly doing. He's got the ammunition right there. He's got the Orbeez challenge gun right there. And he's trying to make it seem like he was innocent. But him and these little niggas, they might have been flying through the neighborhood, shooting random people who were walking with the water pellet gun. He's speeding in the neighborhood. And I don't know if you guys have kids or you walk in your neighborhoods, but if a motherfucker is going even fucking 45 in a 25, which most of these residential areas are, a neighborhood like that, speed limit is probably 15. Okay? So she said, you're the one who would have a gun, and she was absolutely correct. He does have a gun. He has the Orbeez challenge gun. He's got the shit right here. So you're going to tell me that, oh, him and his friends, they just use it with each other? Or is he going and shooting random people, acting like he's doing a drive-by? You tell me. I don't know. I don't know everything. You tell me. What's good, Cootie? Pause.
What's good, man?
Shit, nothing much. Nothing much. What do you think about
I think if he was shooting it at people, like if he was driving around shooting it at people, like random people, then I can, like, I'm not really one to say like it's deserved to justify, but I can see why that would be like the next step, like them throwing a rocket to a car.
No, but even say he wasn't even shooting it. Say you were in your neighborhood and you see a motherfucker driving up and down the street at 65 miles per hour, pulling a Henry Ruggs.
Yeah, try to stop him any which way you can.
Like, come on. Like, what the fuck are you doing?
I really gotta know, like, what, because they say he was speeding. They say he was speeding through the residential, but like, how fast was he going?
They said he was burning out and racing in the neighborhood. Meaning he wasn't just going to one destination. He was probably ripping up and down the fucking street.
Yeah, to me, like you gotta have some sense involved. Like if you a son and you go into a glider neighborhood to burn out, like you can't. Like,
right.
What precedes that should not surprise you. Like no matter how bad. Like not saying that it's supposed to be that way, but I'm saying like it's the natural. Like if I go to the glider part of my city, bro, like, and I just do some wild things, I'm not gonna be like, well, they shouldn't do this because I'm still accumulate.
Right.
I'm not
for
trying
one,
to do that,
exactly. You speeding through the damn neighborhood could hit innocent people walking their dogs, could hit children running out their ball, roll out in the street. You could hit them. You can't stop that fast. And by the time you stop, you're already moving like 100 feet forward. So that's that. And then for two, he's got the Orbeez challenge gun in there. It's hard for me to believe that he is not out here doing the Orbeez challenge. Like, niggas seen that TikTok and then bought the gun. And maybe him and his friend were going to use it for the backyard and they was just going to play together in their backyard. I don't see that. I don't see it. You know what I'm saying?
I think once you hear enough bad stories, it's just like when you see something like this, like you already like, I don't know, they might have been fucking around with the Orbeez gun. Because you didn't see it had so many times where people had an Orbeez gun around.
Right. But he's coming up off the clout. He had like fucking 1,300 followers this morning. Now he got 32,000. So he's reposting it. Whatever. They said, wow, to a 16-year-old, these grown folks don't have no morals. Please start a GoFundMe. I will donate. And now he's about to start a GoFundMe. Y'all think I should start a GoFundMe? Lord have mercy. This nigga is finna eat off of this race baiting. Wow, he hit the GoFundMe link. The goal is 5,000.
They might give him money. Let them give him.
Like what even?
Wait, did it just say Crump was doing this case?
Go
to the next story. I just seen some attorney.
They added him. They added him.
God, you know he gonna take it.
Yeah, he reposted it. So yeah, so they're trying to get 5,000 to fix a glass, which yes, they should fix a glass.
Yeah, I thought at first the GoFundMe was just for him, and that's why I was like, "Come on, man, you ain't getting no emotional damage from that, bro."
Right, but even in the picture, you can clearly see the Orbeez challenge gun right there. It is very hard for me to believe that this motherfucker was not going to do the Orbeez challenge. Like, you got to be kidding me, man. But there you go. There you have it. So, guys, if you're on his side, go donate to the GoFundMe. He raised $30 so far. His goal is 5,000. So, but yeah, he definitely used this situation to clout himself up. Let's see what else I got here. I'm trying to get. Go ahead.
I was going to ask if did you see the video of the carjacking in Pennsylvania in broad daylight?
No, I don't think so.
I saw it. I came across it on Reddit.
What is it called?
It was a carjacking in Pennsylvania, and it didn't say where in Pennsylvania, but it was just in PA. There was a guy pumping gas at a gas station, and it caught on a surveillance camera. And there was one guy in a black hoodie, all black, walked past him, and he wasn't paying attention. And another guy, and he walked into the next pump.
Did it crash? Did they crash the car or some shit?
I don't know. Well, he got jumped by 3 guys. What happened was one guy walked past the guy at the pump, and then he was behind him, and another guy approached him from the front, and the guy from behind them grabbed him from behind, and they started the 2 guys, they came up to him and started beating him down, dragging him away from his car. I think he threw his keys, and they picked the keys up and took off in his I think it was a Hyundai. It was a white sedan.
Damn.
Yeah, broad daylight.
I didn't see that one. I didn't see that one. That's fucking crazy. Yeah, but they getting bold, man. They getting bold. So now we have the Atlanta city leaders speaking out. They're speaking out about the crime and the shootings, the overnight shootings. So let's play this video.
Injured after a busy and violent night across the city of Atlanta.
Police confirmed that they responded to 5 separate shootings all across the city. We've mapped out for you where these shootings took place. MARTA police are investigating a 6th shooting they say happened on a train that wounded 2 people. Our Eric Perry spoke with city leaders about the bloody night. Eric, what'd they tell you?
Yeah, Tom Courtney, the Atlanta interim police chief, says that they're using all of their resources working to find whoever's responsible in each one of these cases. So this all happened just the night before Fulton County District Attorney Fonnie Willis brought together law enforcement officers around Metro Atlanta, across our area and region, to talk about gang violence and crime. Police lights lit up the sky across Atlanta Tuesday night as half a dozen people were shot. Atlanta police say they've made an arrest after a man was shot and killed at Woodruff Park. Another deadly shooting in southeast Atlanta on Thomasville Boulevard. A woman was shot several times when she was driving. The victim told police she was traveling on Ralph David Abernathy Boulevard when someone in another car fired into her car.
So she's driving on Ralph David Abernathy, another black civil rights leader street.
Water Street's bad, man.
And she gets shot. Like, this is a disgrace to black civil rights leaders. And nobody wants to talk about this shit.
Why all this stuff be going on the streets that's named specifically after them too, bro? Like,
exactly, man. Like it's crazy. It's crazy how frequent you find these shootings on these streets named after civil rights leaders. Okay. And these violence, interruption talks are going on all across the city. Okay. All across the city, man.
A 4th shooting on Ponce de Leon, a 5th on 17th Street near Atlantic Station. Florida police are investigating a sixth shooting after 2 people were injured on a train at the Peachtree Center station just after midnight. Atlanta police say they are assisting in that investigation.
Escalating disputes, that continues to be the #1 driver of firearm aggravated assaults in our city and homicide. Escalating disputes. So the gangs, the drugs, and the guns, that wasn't what we were seeing in our homicides last night. These were individuals that started to fight. Someone had a gun. Someone decided to use it.
We have to admit we have a gang problem. We also have to admit they are stealing our children.
Shout out to Fannie Willis. Okay. Shout out to Fannie.
We caught up with city leaders gathered for the 2nd annual summit addressing gang violence hosted by Fulton County District Attorney Fannie Willis, and it was open to all agencies in Metro Atlanta.
Acknowledging that we have a gun problem and we have a violence problem in our community. There are too many guns on the street and too little conflict resolution.
We've got to make sure that folks are securing weapons that they have. They cannot keep guns in cars. They cannot keep their cars unlocked. They've got to make sure that those guns don't end up out in the community being used in ways they shouldn't be.
We ask everyone that has a camera system, make sure they're registering or integrating with our video integration center. That's how we're able to make quick arrests.
And another tidbit from the presentation earlier, leaders say that crime is actually down across the city. And that's because.
So now they want you to disarm yourself and not keep your gun in the car.
Exactly.
So you can defend yourself from these carjackers, just so these motherfuckers won't steal your shit. And go ahead.
No, you keep on.
I was just gonna say, just so these motherfuckers won't steal your shit and get off with it.
Yeah, but that's wild. They almost try to gaslight like a regular citizen. They like
right.
They're stealing this stuff. So yeah, don't.
Like
they trying to make it seem like having your protection is like innately violent towards. I'm like, that's crazy.
Exactly.
But it's weird as like me being young. Like it's crazy when you see the disconnect between like the older, some of the activists and people trying to make a change, and then the people that they think they talking to. It's like a lot of times it's sad. They don't even understand how far off the ball they be. Like they just be thinking like, oh, if we give them some, program, and I'm like, it's way more than that. Like especially when you just be talking to these women. Like it don't be no. That don't just be it. Like it is a conglomeration of a lot of things that you're not finna have no summit and just talk to you about. Like
right. So this is the story that Massey was just talking about. So we're gonna play this. This is a carjacking. So let's get into it.
Not the glider.
Yeah, they caught him lacking. There you go.
So I was talking about right there, the guy walking beside him.
Yep. Damn.
Oh no.
Damn.
He wasn't paying attention.
Damn.
Not
shit.
A third. Whoa, what the?
He kicked the keys. Damn. And these are kids.
Yeah.
Wow.
Like 15 or 16. Maybe the youngest one, like maybe 12. I don't know, but yeah.
Shit, man.
What was this at?
In Pennsylvania.
Damn, Pennsylvania? I don't think you finna say something like Atlanta, bro.
Yeah. Oh, we got people in the chat too. Had something similar happen to me. 2 guys all bundled up in the middle of a beautiful summer day, split up, and one was walking around the pump just like the first guy, and the other one was hung back just a bit. At this point, I'm already on alert, and everything is pointing to something bad. So I basically ready myself for this piece of shit. And when he fully comes around, he sees the gun and bolts off, and his friend does too. I call the cops to cover my own ass, and they ended up catching the 2 assholes a few hours later, trying the same thing at the same gas station. One of the few times in my life where after it, I'm like, holy shit, man.
That's what I mean.
Wow.
Like they think you do something, almost get caught or almost get hurt, and had a mentality of like, let me never do it again.
Right. Like, nope.
An hour later.
Exactly. He came back. Fuck. We got to get some today. So I just had this story come across my desk. It's pretty sad. I think we'll kind of end it off with this one. But this is happening all over the country, where you have these young sisters being caught in the line of fire, getting killed. And this is Milwaukee County's 100th homicide of 2022, a 14-year-old black girl.
But our big story tonight is a heartbreaking milestone for Milwaukee County. A 14-year-old girl shot and killed inside a Milwaukee home.
She was just hours away from attending her grade school graduation. Her death is now the 100th homicide in the county this year. Cassidy Williams talked with the teen's family about what she was hoping for in the future. Cassie joins us live here in the studio.
14-year-old Tamara Brumfield's family told me she was smart, strong, and assertive. She wanted to go to Harvard one day. Instead, she was killed the night before a big milestone.
Tomorrow was like the best breath of fresh air you can have. She was a bad kid. She was always polite, very respectful to her mother, to her grandmother, to me, her little sisters. She was just all around great kid.
Akpom Blake got a call Monday that his 14-year-old great niece, Tamara Brumfield, was shot and killed.
I'm tired of it. I'm tired of it.
It happened near 81st and Villard around 9:30 Monday night. The medical examiner's report says she was shot in a bedroom, but that this is not where she lived. At last check, Milwaukee police said no one was in custody, but they know who they are looking for.
It's impacting the world. It's not just here. It's impacting the world.
Blake says something needs to be done about the violence. Tomorrow's death marks the 100th homicide in Milwaukee County so far this year.
The streets don't give, the streets take. And they just took my great niece.
Tomorrow should have been at her 8th grade graduation ceremony Tuesday. Her future ended less than 12 hours before her chance to walk.
Wow.
Police.
Wow. That's crazy, man.
I mean, not the Lord. That's fucked up.
Yeah, I mean, this shit is nonstop all day. I had another story in Atlanta where this dancer, I'll probably actually play that one next and then we'll get out of here. But this dancer, Indicator, was shot and killed. But anyway, at a Kroger.
Police continue their search for what they call a known suspect in the shooting death of a 14-year-old girl. It's been nearly 48 hours since that crime. Katie Crowther joins us now from 45th and Center with an update on where the case stands. Katie?
Steve, the sign outside the victim's house congratulating 8th grade graduates of 53rd Street School. The sign was for Tamara Brumfield. Her classmates graduated without her yesterday. Her grandmother, Monica Blake, also lives here and says the 14-year-old had big dreams and she should still be here, able to live them all out.
It's too many babies out here being taken. It's too many babies out here being taken. And then the people or the cowards that do it,
The super gremlins.
then they want to run away or act like they're the victims when in reality, no, y'all hurting everybody else.
Facts. You heard what she said. Niggas want to act like they the victims, but they're really hurting everybody else. Shit is crazy.
We are the victims. My grandbaby is gone at 14 years old. Gone. Beautiful. Write poetry. She could draw.
14-year-old Tamara Brumfield was the oldest of 4 girls. Her sisters were her best friends. She was shot and killed just before 10 p.m. Monday inside a home near 81st and Villard. There's still very little information being released about the circumstances surrounding her death. She is the 100th homicide victim in Milwaukee County this year. But Monica wants her granddaughter to be known by her name and for who she was, not that tragic number and the pain it represents for far too many in Milwaukee County.
Her name was Tamara Brumfield. She just not no victim. We all victims because we all got to deal with this out here because there's so many cowards. There's so many cowards out here doing dumb stuff.
Another family just devastated, going through the unthinkable. They are gathering here this evening, planning tomorrow's funeral for next week. Reporting live near 45th and Center, Katie Crowther, TMJ4 News.
Bro, it be when you hear these, like, especially the young ones, bro, it's almost they brag on their like their inability to hit targets, like their indiscretion of like violence is almost like a calling card. I was listening to someone yesterday, and he was like, "Oh, you better not be there on the block because I don't care who I hit." And I just be seeing things like this, and you can just see the translation like directly. Like, when people be coming to these streets and these blocks, like it ain't even no like, "Oh, let me look for so and so." It be, "Oh, there go them," just blah, 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 with these damn switches and mags.
Facts. But yeah, man, we gonna go ahead and leave it on that note, guys. Any last words for you guys until?
All right, man. Stick around. Hang in there. Hopefully, the thing with YouTube will blow over. If not, just let us know if you're gonna pop up on a different site.
Okay. Yeah, I got all my links to my I got all my links to my alternates in the description, guys, so y'all can go check that out.
Yeah, whatever platform you get on, man, we're gonna rap with you, man.
100. Hey, appreciate you guys, man. Appreciate you brothers joining the stream. I will see you guys next time. So I definitely appreciate Cootie and Massey for coming on to the stream. Guys, we had a good show today, man. We covered a lot. Keeping you guys updated on what the fuck is going on in the community. Sheesh. But it's a lot, man. It's a lot. And I want to keep showing you guys these examples because we need some type of action. We need some type of repercussions. Because it's getting dirty out here, man. It's been dirty, but it's getting super dirty. Like a lot of young girls dying. Okay. Even the first story I showed you guys. Young girls getting killed. Young black girls getting killed. Nobody's saying shit about it. Okay. But anyways, you already know what it is, man. Make sure you check out the backup channel. I am going to just plug that one really quickly. The backup channel is BGZM News 17. So we'll go to this one, guys. If you're watching this video, let's get BGZM News 17 to 1,000 subs. And then if you're watching and you're not subscribed to Black Gen Z Mindset, go ahead and subscribe. I'm one subscriber away from 6,000 subs. So, if we can hit 6,000 subs, that would be really great before the end of the stream. So make sure if you're watching the video, go ahead and subscribe to Black Gen Z Mindset. But without further ado, guys, yeah, we are going to go ahead and get up on out of here. I appreciate you guys' support. I appreciate you rocking with me. And like I said, we got the merch in the description box below. It's the last link in the description box. And that will be it, guys. So we will send it to Jinquavius to take us away. I appreciate you guys. Peace.
I'm here on the corner of MLK and Medgar Evers, and it's a very tranquil scene compared to just a couple hours ago where a drive-by shooting just took place. Excuse me, I'm getting live updates as we speak. I've just been updated to the amount of casualties from this drive-by shooting, and I'm getting reports that 2 people were actually declared deceased and 27 others were shot and injured, but are in stable condition. And although we must pray for the families of the fallen, we must also praise God for the aim of the super gremlin. If you want to know more about the victims of this crime, make sure you add BGZM News 17 on Patreon at www.patreon.com/BlackGenZMindset. Also, don't forget to like the video, share the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, and comment on the video to continue the discussion on how we can find solutions to all this gun violence in the streets.
For more hard-hitting news coverage from the community, by the community, I'm Jenquavius Jackson, here live, reporting from Atlanta, Georgia. BGZM News 17.
And cut.
All right, dog. Let's get the out of here before these niggas come back.
Whoa. Yo. Ain't that nigga Jay
Nah,
Quavius?
that ain't me. That ain't me.
He just went live
That
with
ain't
that
me.
funky ass suit
That's
on.
that nigga. That's not me.
Hey, get that nigga.
Jenquavius
Hey,
Jackson,
jump on that
here
nigga,
live,
man.
reporting from Atlanta, Georgia. Pray for me.
Gang violence and other kind of violence. So it is what it is.